Well, you did it. My little entity, the none higher than he deceased entity, none higher than me deceased right here, but that's me saying that I am none higher than me as well. I am creating none higher than me, the top of the Godhead, the top spark of the divine that fits into a little Godhead. It doesn't want its order because it died the wrong way, because you don't actually stop the threatening to myself, and I don't afford it. And she doesn't know what I mean. He doesn't know what I mean. What I mean is, there's no such thing as that. The crier just entity exploded deceased, that it will not take the threatening I made. And I'm right here so that you can feel comfortable when you commit a sin against somebody, that I'm going to stop it somewhere so that you don't pick up a kitchen knife and plunge it right into my abdomen. But you did that with the penis. You actually broke the ice, and I can't afford that you weren't inside of a walled-in prison with deceased address when you ask the question, can I have cooperative sexual abuse? What's the answer? I don't owe you a no for an answer. I left everything that's not myself, and if I can't beat it and it won't join me, I will be alone just fine. I don't like everything that's not myself is just fine with me. So what are the consequences of that? He doesn't move the creation if he doesn't want to. That means you're stuck with what you did to him. He doesn't move the creation if he doesn't want to. You don't know who you hurt. Is going to come out that you found out who you hurt, and why it's yourself, and why it's your problem, and why it was your fault, and why you would regret it because you hurt something that you didn't know that you hurt it. It wasn't in prejudice. And that's how you're going to go to jail for the threatening, that you can just make an announcement and say anything you want out loud anytime you want, no matter what. If you can say it, you just say it, and you don't put yourselves in jails and prisons is not due. Well, are you in somebody else's key and you can't make your own jail key and go in? That's you need to tell somebody, I can't make my own jail key. I can't get in because I stole keys from somebody else in the same housing or buildings, public buildings. And you have to tell the police that you don't make your own jail key and go in because you don't give up that you were with other people in your housing and you did something wrong to each of them. And then you should maybe see a judge problem. It will be one of your people, not myself, about how you were in somebody else's keys and you did something wrong. And you'll see how little they care. They care about as little as you do. But you need to make them listen the way you make me listen. And I don't want to listen to what you have to say. You need to make the judge problem listen to you so that they will let you into the jail. And then if you make your own jail key when you're in there, you know that you can use it. You need a gun in the jail to go to a prison upstate, and you need to decease the address upstate so you can stay in the prison for as long as you need to be there to die out of formed. You can't die out of formed. You can't do these things by being illegally trespassing in a house. The creator of myself is deceased here, and I am myself deceased here. And I am going to let you know that you hurt me in a cheap way, but it wasn't cheap the way you did it. What you did to me was cheap injury to myself, but it wasn't cheap the way you did it. It was very expensive the way you did it. I'm holding alive for 45 years of continuous alive to decease myself out of the threatening. And I am myself deceased right here, which means I am correctly elsewhere now.